Good morning, everyone. Just enjoying the sunny day here in Ensenada, Mexico. I'm on board Crystal Serenity, and we are sailing toward Puerto Vallarta. Been on this ship for a few days, sailing out of Los Angeles. This is a luxury all-inclusive cruise ship from Crystal Cruises, and as I sail here in December 2018, it has recently undergone a refurbishment. It's got a lot of new venues, exciting new spaces, so I thought that you might like to have a look around. I'm going to start down on deck 5 and work my way back up right here to deck 13, right above the pool area. So let's go have a look at Crystal Serenity. This ship is a 980 passenger vessel, down from 1,070 passengers since the refurbishment. And on deck 5 you can see it's a beautiful atrium area, and you'll notice as we go through the tour there are a lot of Christmas decorations. As I sailed during the holiday season, this ship had one of the best Christmas displays I've ever seen on a cruise ship. You have the guest relations area, customer services desk down here, and the Crystal Cove bar. This is a popular area before dinner time for cocktails, and late into the evening after dinner you had live music going on the piano. Continuing on deck 5, you can see Julie Andrews is the godmother of the ship. And on this side you have some more customer service areas. You can book future cruises, and the Crystal Society host has a desk here as well for cruisers who are a part of the loyalty program. You are a member of the loyalty program once you have cruised once with Crystal. Cruise 25 times and you get a free cruise. And waterside, the main dining room, is also back here. This space was refurbished quite extensively as well, and you can see these decorative panels. They are meant to cut down on the noise in the restaurant. Pretty space. And the setup that they've done with refurbishing it is to give more 2-seat tables and 4-seat tables for intimate dining. And there's no set time dining anymore. You can come when you feel like eating, and they'll give you a seat based on availability. There's usually no waiting time at all. Moving up onto deck 6. The back of the ship you have some of the lounges and restaurants are all set up back here, including the Connoisseur Club, which is the smoking lounge. This has got a wide selection of whiskeys and cigars. Right next door to the Connoisseur Club, you have the Avenue Saloon, another favorite venue. In the evenings they get quite popular in here with the piano player, and other musical duets and things like that come by for special performances in this intimate atmosphere. The bar is quite nice. They have a large selection of Manhattan style cocktails as well. Next to the Avenue Saloon, you'll find Stardust. This lounge space here is also for music and other types of entertainment programming on Crystal Serenity. You might have guest speakers, dance classes, things like that. And on black tie optional nights on the ship, it's transformed into Stardust Supper Club, seating just over 100 passengers. Make your reservations early if you are interested in this dining, dancing, and music event. It's a nice dinner experience. Finally tucked Back on the same area is this little corridor here. It's Pulse. It's the ship's disco, and generally it is the venue that is open latest in the evening. So go check that out. We wandered in a few times and were among the very few people who were using it, but it's fun to come in here and close out the evening with a little dancing. We have a DJ booth and he'll spin a lot of hits for you so you can have some fun at the end of the night. And you continue down the hallway on 6 and you'll be past the photo area. They sell some camera equipment and have other photography services here. You can get portraits taken, and the ship's photographers will post up all your photos that are taken on ship and on shore. As you continue down the corridor, you come to the Hollywood Theater. They show movies throughout the day and in the evening, and also have guest speakers and classes in this nice theater area. As you leave Hollywood Theater, you'll come back to the main atrium area, passing some of the shops, boutiques, and it overlooks, there's Crystal Cove down there, and the main lobby, seen from above. You come by here, you often catch some music performances going on throughout the day. On 6, continuing here, is one of the all-day dining venues, the cafe. Got some coffees here, and they have a small little buffet area which serves breakfast, sandwiches, all sorts of pastries throughout the day. And here are some of the shops. Crystal Casino is also on 6. This venue has a private casino area right through this door. You can reserve the room and hold your own events for group casino nights and other sorts of activities if you want to have a group outing or meeting with the casino theme on the ship. And here's the general game area in the casino. All sorts of games, slot machines, table games. Finally, on the very front of the ship, you reach Galaxy Lounge. This is where the large shows every night are held, production shows and things like that. Up on deck 7, this is where the passenger cabins start. Half of the deck is passenger cabins and the other half is a series of rooms that can be used for group events. This is the computer at sea computer area. You can learn some computer skills or just use the computers for your own personal use. Down here's the Bridge Lounge. Bridge players come here, or you can put together puzzles, play games, find a nice quiet space during the day. And here's the studio. As I said, you could have groups who are on board can have their own classes, meetings, events within the studio, which is broken up into 2 different rooms. So it gives it a flexible space. options to use on the ship. Now in the other corridor, you'll find the library. This room isn't open all the time. It has library hours with a librarian. It's got a selection of books, magazines, and other services available. One more room here on deck 7, the vintage room. It's a wine pairing meal. You have about 5 or 6 rare wines to enjoy with a gourmet meal, all led by a wine sommelier and the executive chef who explains the courses you're enjoying. Deck 7 is where you'll find the promenade, a nice wide space to go for your daily walks or strolls. It's just over 3 laps per mile on the promenade on deck 7. While I'm here, I want to take you down and show you, this is the access point. You go down from 7 to 6 at the back of the ship, and you find the sports area. This is where the golfers want to come. We've got a putting green here, available clubs to use. And we have a couple of driving ranges or driving cages set up for you to hit the balls. Work on all your shots. And there's even a couple of ping pong tables on this deck. Look up on deck 7, you see they do have equipment to use for Nordic walking, some weight vests and poles. They do have Nordic walking classes to show you how to participate in that sport. So while I'm here, I'll take you up to deck 8 and show you some of the little amenities they have on these back decks. Some exercise equipment, lounge chairs for relaxing. We rarely saw people out on these decks 6, 7, 8, and 9. And you see they have a shuffleboard area also here. Finally moving up to deck 9. A little peek up here for you with a piece of fitness equipment and more loungers. Going back down to deck 7 at the very back, this is where you find the specialty dining. This is the Italian restaurant Prego. You need to make reservations at these specialty dining restaurants, and they are included in your cruise fare. Get a great gourmet Italian meal. They have a large menu. I like this place so much I went twice. I just couldn't choose all the things I wanted on one night, so I had to go back a second night. And this is Uma, a Japanese Peruvian fusion restaurant and sushi bar with Crystal's collaboration with celebrity chef Nobu. You see the sushi bar there. And they have a great menu of options to choose from. We had a great meal there. So much food, you wouldn't believe it. So deck 8, 9, and 10 and 11 are all passenger decks, which brings us up to deck 12, which is the pool deck area here. They have shower areas for you, as well as plenty of seating, day beds, loungers, and there was always availability. It never gets too crowded. The swimming pool is heated, which made it pleasant to use even in December. There's a stage back there where they have some live music during the afternoons. Now let's check out these hot tubs at the opposite end of the pool. 2 hot tubs. My favorite thing to do was to enjoy sunsets here before I head off to dinner. Continuing on the pool deck, you see some more seating areas, tables. You can bring some food and drinks or hang out in the shaded areas back here. You continue through from the pool area, you'll reach the Trident area of the ship, which has Trident grill, which has made-to-order sandwiches and sides here. I would come here daily for a lunch. They have great burgers, sweet potato fries. It's a really nice area here with nice seating you can see. And don't forget to get your dessert. Ben & Jerry's ice cream is served here, and they also have some delicious chocolate chip cookies that I couldn't resist. Had some every day. So it's a really nice space. You got a living plant wall there. Great environment. Right next door is Silk Kitchen, which is also a restaurant. They serve lunches in the afternoon, and at night you make reservations and they serve Chinese meals family style. It's a really nice al fresco style dining experience. Continuing through to the back, you get the ship's buffet area. Plenty of seating, nice bright sunshine coming in through the windows. Serving breakfast and lunch buffet style. You can even get some seating on the deck right off the back of the buffet. This is my favorite place to come for breakfasts every morning. In the evening, they transform the buffet into churrascaria, a Brazilian-style restaurant. All you can eat meat skewers and a brilliant buffet area. Make sure if you're going to eat here, you bring your appetite. No reservations required. They give you a seat when it's available. Finally, on the opposite side, on deck 12, is the popular Palm Court area. This is a large lounge with great views from high up on top of the ship. They have music and dancing. This is the culinary area where they offer sandwiches and pastries during the afternoon high tea time, which is a very popular event. There you see the dance floor and the musician stage with the piano there. Beyond that, we have the bar area. And we continue out to the very front of the ship. To get nice views off the bow through the windows. Right off the Palm Court lounge area is the 2 little rooms that they use for the kids clubs programs. You don't see too many kids on this ship, but they do have offerings for programming. and spaces for them. Do arts and crafts and things like that. We have one side for the youngsters and another side for the teens. Finally, we're up on deck 13. This is where you'll find the spa services. As well as the fitness center. Take you down this hall and we'll have a look in the men's spa area. It's a small space and you can't have too many people here at one time. They have lockers for you, and a steam room and sauna, as well as a couple showers. This is the relaxation room. You can come hang out here if you're going to get a treatment, or anytime, I suppose. If you want to just relax and have some nice views, do some reading. Small selection of refreshments, teas, and fruits. You make your way down the hall from there. There's the salon where you can get hair and nail treatments and other sort of services offered by the spa. As you step outside onto deck 13 up at the top, you notice the most prominent feature is the side-by-side paddle tennis courts. It's a very popular sport on Crystal Serenity. Passengers would play that all day long. They offer the equipment you need. It's a similar game to regular tennis, but played with paddles instead of strung rackets. And the track that goes around deck 13 is a nice turf grass surface. It's great for walking around up here early in the morning or right around sunset. You get great views off the sides of the ship. And I was able to spot some whales and dolphins as we sat along the California coast even. Now I'm making my way all the way up to the bow of the ship. Some of the best views to enjoy while you're outside and sailing. Well, that finishes the tour. We are just out here on the bow of the ship looking at some sea lions out in the marina waters. Let me know what you think of the ship. It's pretty nice, I think. It's got a lot of restaurants, great spaces to relax, wonderful music, entertainment every night. So maybe you'll get a chance to come on board, experience Crystal Serenity. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video.